I never know how long to wait. Hey guys, welcome back to another SJ Games Live. I'm Hunter. I'm here in our last finale, part 6 of the Desolation of Blarg pack opening. If it started too quick, I'm sorry. I never know how long to wait on those. You might have caught the beginning of that. But we're going to be opening the last 4 booster packs for Desolation of Blarg. This entire box has been 24 boosters total. It's been a long grind, but we've pulled a lot of great stuff. I want to remind everyone that pre-orders are now open for Desolation of Blarg. This is coming out May 30th. You can pre-order at your local game store, preferably. We also have a link to Warehouse 23 pre-orders in the description below. You have to pay shipping and stuff like that on that, so it's a little bit easier to get it from your local game store if you can. But if you don't have one near you or just want to pre-order it online, you can check our web store in the description below. Also, want to point out we have pre-release locations now as well. For all the stores that are running different pre-releases, they'll have early product available to check out. You can probably do drafts or standard tournaments there. Just check it out. That link's also in the description. And, of course, our regional tournament series is coming up throughout the summer. We'll be running regionals leading up to our national tournament. This is going to be like the highest level of competition, but it still isn't super, like, prohibitively high level. You can still get in there and play if you've just kind of started out, because everyone's going to get some pretty cool prizes for that. So check that out in the description below as well. If you have one near you, check that out. But for now, let's open some packs. So we've got 4 packs here. The last 4, I'm actually kind of sad about this. This has been a really cool set to open. Did want to mention the fun with rarities that we have with this set going on. Due to a little bit of a snafu, we have more rares and very rares, and we destroyed most of these. Pretty much anything rare or higher in this set is higher frequency than other cards. So if you are in on the first printing of this, if you do pre-order, this is a good time to do it, because this first printing should have more rares than you're used to. So I'm going to go through these. Manual of Health. We've got a 3-star loot trinket. When you gain a level, you heal 1. That's a common. Again, commons are a little bit rare in the set at the moment. Again, this is only for the first printing. The second printing is back to normal. No problems with that. Holy Ground. Location. When a hero is caught cheating, it deals 1 damage to that hero. When it's squished, take 2 damage. So that's a cleric. That's an uncommon. Oop, got another common. Spirit Hunter. It's a 3 gold monster for the cleric, or excuse me, for the centaur warrior. 3 power, 3 life. When checking for cheating, if there are any undead monsters in your stash, reduce the gold cost of this by 1 gold. So he's good if you have other undead monsters. Also, fun fact, I was looking at some Grave Danger cards. That's our 4th set coming out in November, which is going to be undead focused. So that guy could get a lot better as time goes on. Denied. 2 gold Mischief Interrupt for the centaur warrior. Use when target loot deals damage to your hired monster, prevent that damage. So it can prevent damage from a weapon, weapon or other loot. Uncommon there. Alligator, a rare neutral. It's a monster. 2 gold cost, 1 power, 2 life. This gains 1 power for each ally in play. So if you have an ally focused deck, you can get some pretty strong, pretty quick. The Monster Juicer, Cleric Trinket, 3 stars. Use when a monster you control is squished. Zap, you heal 2. This is an interrupt, so you can heal if your guys die. That's cool. Hippopede. I think Rhea liked this card quite a bit. The art, honestly, for this, she liked the art. This thing freaks me out. Hippopede is a 2 gold cost, 4 power, 1 life monster. If you overpaid for this, it gets 1 life for the fight. So it is very strong for its cost. So it's only 2 for 4 damage. But again, it's really easy to kill or to squish. But you can overpay it to make it a little bit tougher to squish. But still pretty soft. But I like it. It's a common. We've got another uncommon here. Overcharging Rhino. Say 4 gold cost, monster beastie, 4 power, 4 life. If you overpaid for this, look through your deck and choose a beastie card with a 3 power or less. Reveal it and shuffle, put it in your hand. So it can search up other beasties. That's pretty cool. Robin Hoodlum, common. If this is committed to a fight and a monster's hired, take a gold. We've seen this one quite a bit, but I do love this art, and I like the allies. This works with the alligator too. Boot to the head. Deal 1 damage to target hero. That hero then spills 2. We haven't seen a lot of this one. It's an uncommon. Spilling can be a strategy. It's definitely a way to win the game. It's a little bit harder in the first step. I think it's going to get a lot easier as time goes by. So if you want to win instead of by dealing damage, spilling out your opponent's decks, it might be an option for you. We got Bluebird's Bitterness, one of my favorite pieces of art in the set. 4 gold cost for 4 power, 4 life, and then all heroes take 2 damage. Well, that's a pretty strong one. We got the Backlash. This is a 3-star ranger weapon, 2 power, 2 defense. Zap, move up to 3 tokens from any number of target stashed monsters to target hero, then squish this. So you might see something that says tokens. So if if a monster in the stash has damage on them, those are tokens. You can move those to a hero. So it lets you essentially do damage to one of their monsters, and then maybe you can zap and move that damage to the hero. That's pretty cool. My favorite one from this, we're gonna pick. I like the Bluebirds of Bitterness. I'm a fan of that card. Put that one on top. Wanted to make a note, as with the previous videos, if you comment below with your favorite card from this video and like our Facebook page, you'll get a chance to win one of these booster packs that we're opening. So definitely do that. We've already picked 4 different winners. I'm picking the one from last week's video today. Oh, first time I've had a lot of problems with the booster. Scissors coming out. Another fun fact, I got some pre-production samples of Fashion Furious, and the foil on that set is a lot thinner. Gonna be a lot easier to open boosters. So we got Nature's Call, 2 gold, Mischief Treachery, unzap up to 2 target allies, so another ally focused card. That one for the Ranger. Beast E-Boys, it's a rare, 2 gold cost. This is one of my favorite cards from the set just for the theme. It's got X power, X life. X is equal to the number of beastie monsters in your stash. Another creature type focus, monster type focus. Vengeance Most Foul, another one of my favorite ones, and it's another beastie. It works with Beastie Boys. 2 gold cost, 2 power, 2 life. If your hero has more damage tokens than your opponent's hero, it gets 2 power, so that's awesome. Another beastie, the Honey Badger. Honey Badger don't care. 3 gold for 1 power, 1 life. So it's a little expensive, but when a weapon deals damage to this, reduce that damage to 0. So it can keep running at weapons, and it does not care. Trash Panda. Oh, this is a nice thematic booster. We got beasties all over the place. 4 gold cost for a 4 power, 4 life. You may squish 1 unzapped loot in your horde. If you do, it gets 2 power, so that's awesome. Is another beastie? It's another beastie. 5 gold cost, 6 power, 2 life. Pay 1 to regenerate the Wounded Pride. Oh, there's our first non-beastie, our first non-beastie monster. 6 gold for the 6 power, 6 life. It is the Bullrog. It's a classic in the Munchkin lore. We love it. Oh, we got Blarg. Yes, we haven't seen a ton of Blarg itself. That's a really cool one. 5 gold for 5 power and 4 life. When this deals damage to the defender, it deals 2 damage to target monster in the defender's stash. That is an uncommon. Banal-ish hero. That is a riff on another card game. 3 gold cost for a 2 power and 5 life monster. So this one doesn't do a ton of damage, but man, it's going to be hard to take down. That is a common. Smoke Bomb. That's another common for the thief. 1 gold cost, flip your runaway marker. You can give blood, your opponent must flip their runaway marker. That is a really cool card, actually. So what that means is you can flip your runaway marker. Maybe you've already used it for the turn. You can just flip it back to its normal runaway side instead of limp away. If you give blood, your opponent has to then do the same, has to flip theirs. So maybe use it during their turn, before they've had a chance to run away. You might just make them give blood and then, or do it during your turn, make them flip theirs, so where they just have to keep limping away. That's actually really cool. Ouchian Bargain, the rare for the wizard. Use when you pay for a treachery, costs 1. Take damage equal to that card's gold cost, then take gold equal to that damage. So if you use this on a Kaboom, you take 5 damage, but you get 5 gold back. That's risky, but I like it. I'm a big fan of Wizard's ability to reduce the costs. And Choppin', not Chopin. 2 gold for 3 health or 3 life ally. When this is damaged by a monster in a fight, this deals 1 damage to that monster. Pretty straightforward. So, I like Bard. I'm going to pick Smoke Bomb on this one because I like the effect of flipping runaway tokens. I think it's a cool effect. I believe in the first set, Blue Suede Shoes did something similar, but it only worked for yourself. I like the fact that we've added more to affect your opponent's runaway marker. That's actually pretty cool. And it's a common, so hopefully it won't be too hard to get, especially once the second printing comes through. A 1 gold cost, Mischief Treachery, Profit. All heroes, allies, and monsters heal 1. Straightforward. The Virtuous Vacuum, a rare. 4 stars, 2 power, 4 defense, Life-O-Suction, so it's pretty strong as far as defense goes. Power not so much, but it does heal whenever it damages. But when it's squished, you have to discard 4 cards. So just make sure you don't defend against a Ferrous Oxide monster. Missionary Impossible, 2 gold for a 1 life ally. So he's not very healthy for an ally, but you can zap to unzap target ally. So if you have a lot of allies, he can help keep one that's bigger and badder in the action. And he's got stealthy, so they can't target him. Ooh, a V, Analysis Paralysis. 2 gold, Mischief Treachery. Target hero must stash half the cards in their hand. Oh, that's tough. Makes your opponent choose what to stash. Lodge of Complaints, location. Ooh, this is interesting. Uncommon. Increase the gold cost of all mischief cards by 1. When this is squished, give your opponent a gold. Oh, that's rough. If this plays against the wizard or even the thief, that's a tough one. Okay, I like that. Boop, common for the cleric. Mischief, reduce the power of target hired monster by 1 and draw a card. An uncommon for the cleric, the monster juicer. Use when a monster you control squish, zap, you heal. Oh, we saw this one a little bit earlier. You heal 2 as an interrupt. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hippopede, again, creeps me out. Blackmail, another V. This is a good pack, 2 Vs. Zap, prevent up to 2 damage to target hero unless your opponent gives you a gold. The parrot. We had a lot of comments that people really liked this art, and I agree. It's really cute. So 4 cost, 3 power, 3 life. The defender spills 2, and if you've cheated, if sketch you'll activate, and you get to draw 2 cards. So that's really efficient. Again, spilling, it's a big deal. Ooh, one of my favorite wizard cards. 2 gold for mischief. Deal 4 damage to all heroes. Just straight up deals 4 damage. You can give blood too. That means take 2 damage. It makes it where the damage can't be prevented. But normally I'll probably just be doing 2 to do 4 to everyone. Sarsaparilla Mental. Wow. I have not seen this one. 2, it's a wizard monster. 2 for a 4/1. Another one kind of like the Hippopede. And it has Survivor. You take 1 damage. So if it survives the fight, you'll actually take damage for that. As tempted as I am to put the wizard cards on top, I'm going to put the parrot because I really like that one. And we got one more pack. Sad day. This is the last pack of this booster box. Last pack I'll be seeing for a little while. Here in the marketing department, since the rest of them are going out to fans like you. Make sure you're pre-ordering at your local game store. Pre-order on Warehouse 23 if you don't have a local game store. It's going to be a fun set. So everything we've seen so far has been a blast. I love the focus on creature types, especially like stuff like this. The Dragomancer, 3 gold cost, 2 power, 3 life. While it's in your stash, reduce the gold cost of your dragon monsters by 1. He's a rare. Potato Bug, 3 gold cost for 2 power, 2 gold. Or excuse me, 2 gold, 2 life. You Survivor, you may squish this. If you do, squish target trinket. So again, if it survives the fight, you can wipe out a trinket. Another Blarg, yes. I think that's 3 Blargs. Cool. Beastie Boys, we saw that one, but really fun. Ooh, another V, Sticky Shield. 2-star loot trinket. Use when your opponent commits a weapon. Zap, collect 1. Or you could zap, squish target weapon that has stars less than or equal to the number of tokens on this, then squish this. So as you collect more tokens, the bigger weapon you can kill with it, or you can squish with it. So that's really cool. That's another V. Oh, it's Alligator, we saw that one, that's a rare. Goldfinch, I actually am really excited about this one. For those of you playing really quick, small monsters in your deck that are lower gold cost monsters that are really strong, I think the Goldfinch is going to be really good. It's 1 gold for a 2 power and 2 life right off the bat. That's really good. And then each hero takes a gold. So it does benefit your opponent a little bit, but you also get a gold from it. So you're essentially getting this guy for free. Really, really good. Bullrog. Parrot. Ouchie and Bargain. Saw that one. Ooh, Litterbug. Again, this is another really good one for the Thief, I think, in the same vein. 1 gold cost for 2 power and 2 life. When this is hired, you spill 1. So it does have a little bit of a downside. You do have to spill 1 card off the top of your deck, but it's 1 cost for 2 power, 2 life. That's really good. Clairvoyant. 2 gold cost, 2 power, 2 life monster. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, then return them to the top of your deck in any order you choose. Plus, it's stealthy, so lets you kind of filter your deck a little bit as the wizard. That's actually a really cool monster. I like that a lot. So, we got a lot of V's in this pack. Let's, I'm going to pick, boy, that's a tough one. I like the Litterbug. I like the Goldfinch. I'm going to go with the Sticky Shield, though. I like loot removal. Loot removal is awesome. I'm a big fan of the Ranger because of that. But yeah, that is our pack. So again, I want to make sure everyone knows you can comment below. Make sure you are liking our page. We'll pick someone that's comment and like the page by next week to win one of these boosters. Usually we go with the one that you pick the card out of, but you never know. Might go with something random there. But guys, I want to thank you for joining us for this entire booster box opening. We will, of course, have more stuff coming up. We'll be highlighting decks, doing some more previews. We have other sets coming out later after Desolation of Blarg, but want to reemphasize, check the links below. You definitely want to hit up those pre-release locations. There's a lot of them around the country. Regionals, there's less of those. higher skill level, but it should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool prizes for that. So even if you're new, I would recommend taking a look at those. I think there's 14 different locations. Check us out at Origins. That's coming up pretty soon. We're going to have a room C150. It's going to be a room all to ourselves where we get to demo the Munchkin collectible card game. We'll have Learn to Play events. Those events are going off right now. If you check the Origins website, you can sign up for those. We have a regional happening there as well. So if you're interested, that's in Columbus. I believe that's the weekend of June 15th through the 14th or 15th or something like that. So check that out as well. But guys, I want you to thank you for joining us for that Desolation of Blarg booster box opening. Hope to see you guys opening a lot of your own boosters when this set comes up. And we'll see you next week for another SJ Games Live.